Alright, we're started. Let's go. You can just turn around for me, please. Alright, first thing we got to do is review fractions again. Ready? What is a fraction? Wait a minute. A fraction is described a part of a whole. Remember, one part of two. That's a fraction. What do we call this?
Numerator.
The numerator. What do we call this?
Denominator.
Denominator. So what does this mean when we see that? Anybody can tell me?
Divide.
Miguel?
And use, wait, what did you say?
Can you tell me what that fraction actually means? Jeslyn? A half. It also means one part of two. Okay? One part of two. What would this fraction mean?
2/3.
2/3, or 2 parts of one whole divided into 3 parts. And this would be 2/3. Now you guys know we've gone over adding fractions. This is a review, so we know we've gone over when we add fractions, denominators have to be the same. When we subtract fractions, denominators have to be the same. Mostly we've dealt with, clear this off. We've dealt with fractions that always look like this. 2/3, 3/5, 7/8. In the fractions we've been dealing with, the numerator is always larger, or is always smaller than the denominator. It always means less than 1 of the whole. 2/3, not quite 1. 3/5, not quite 1. 7/8, not quite 1. Today, we're going to talk about mixed fractions. That's going to be a fraction with a whole number and a fraction. Okay? This is a mixed fraction. Who can tell me what that number is? Imena.
1/2.
What is it?
1/2.
No. Anybody else? Rashad?
1 whole.
No. Melanie?
1 whole and a half.
1 whole and a half is getting there. Am I?
1/2.
1 and 1/2 is the way we say that fraction. 1 and 1/2. So it's more than 1. If we had a pizza, we'd have 1 pizza and half of another pizza. Everybody figure that one out? You have 1 pizza and half of another pizza. More than 1. With this, would that be a whole pizza?
No.
How many pieces of a pizza would it be? 7 out of 8 pieces. Almost a whole, not quite a whole. This is more than 1. How many pieces is that? Aaliyah, how many pieces is that? 2 and 2/5 pizzas. Wellington, how many pizzas is this? 3 and 2/4 pizzas. Another way to say that, and we'll get into that, is 3 1/2 pizzas. So you understand, this is a whole number. We say that number, and then we say the fraction portion of it. Everyone get that?
Yeah.
Everyone understand? Let's do this one more time. Do a quick review. See if we understand this. 2 and... Miriam, how would I say that number? A little louder, please, so I can hear you. 2 and 1/4. Miguel, is another way to say that? Am I?
2 1/4.
2 1/4. 2 and 1/4. Anya, how would you say that number?
1 1/4.
Not 1 1/4. You got the 1 part right. You got the whole number part of it correct. Natalie?
1
1 1/8. Remember, Anya, when we say the denominator portion of the fraction, 1/8, We look at that number, and that's the number we use, okay? All right. All right, we got that. Let's do some work on the smart board, okay?